As a designer, time and time again, I'm faced with the job of creating something that is truly elegant, long-lasting, communicative. Invariably, the ideas which appear to be simple, that resonate with people, are ideas that are born of complexity. And I think this project really speaks to a prime example of that. Oftentimes when I work on a new project, I will begin by observing the way that the technology or the materials work or work in tandem. In this case, observing the way in which the 3D printed glass behaves kind of provoked the idea of working in a spiraling format. And so the spiral notion really came from a direct observation of the material and process and wanting to make that the central focus of the outcome of the piece.
At Evenline, we're making digital glass. So we're thinking about how do you take an idea that starts on a computer and translate it into a physical object. This project was a huge challenge from a fabrication standpoint. When Josh connected and talked about what we could make, he had this vision for this spiral object that really had a start and an end. And as a person using it, you could see that connection and see through the history of the object that sort of telling of how it was made. And I loved that vision, but I wasn't sure how to do it. We ended up doing some work that was purely on the science side, and based on that work, we started developing a way to print interlocking features. And that led to this graphite printing approach that we used here. And so it really directly came out of the advances we made there that unlocked making this design object. I think one of the things I really loved about this process was getting such a sort of simple vision that was so direct and so challenging to execute on. And then spending that time collaborating with Josh, thinking about how to realize that and being sort of pushed to make that much more out of something that's so simple.